The world of the paranormal is full of chilling tales. We hear whispers of ghostly apparitions. Cold spots send shivers down our spines. But some stories are more terrifying than others. These are the stories of poltergeists. Poltergeists are a different breed altogether. The word itself, derived from German, means noisy ghost, and noisy they are. Poltergeist activity is marked by violence, by a physical force that cannot be explained. Objects hurtle across rooms as if thrown by an unseen hand. Please like and subscribe for more content. Unlike the traditional image of a ghost as a spectral figure, poltergeists are rarely seen. Their presence is felt through their violent actions, their ability to manipulate the physical environment. Fear becomes a tangible presence, suffocating those who experience the wrath of a poltergeist. Poltergeist hauntings are deeply unsettling, challenging our understanding of the natural world. They force us to confront the possibility that there are forces beyond our comprehension. Our journey into the heart of poltergeist activity takes us to the seemingly ordinary streets of Enfield, North London. It was here, in 1977, that one of the most well-documented and controversial poltergeist cases in history unfolded. The epicentre of this ordeal was an unassuming council house at 284 Green Street. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother, lived there with her 4 children: Margaret, Janet, Johnny, and Billy. The first signs of the haunting were subtle, easy to dismiss as the creaks and groans of an old house. But these incidents soon escalated, becoming more frequent, more intense. Knocking sounds echoed through the house, seemingly coming from within the walls themselves. The Hodgson family, initially puzzled, tried to ignore these strange occurrences, but the phenomena grew stronger. As the days turned into weeks, the activity at 284 Green Street intensified. The knocking sounds became louder, culminating in loud bangs that shook the house. Furniture began to move on its own, sliding across the floor. 11-year-old Janet became the focal point of the poltergeist's attention. She spoke in a gruff, masculine voice that claimed to be a previous occupant of the house, a man named Bill Wilkins. Objects flew across the room when Janet was near, and on one occasion she was reportedly levitated from her bed. Gross and Playfair were struck by the sheer intensity of the phenomena they witnessed. Objects moved with impossible speed and force in their presence. Temperature fluctuations were common, cold spots forming out of thin air. And then there were the voices, disembodied voices that seemed to emanate from Janet. One voice, in particular, sent shivers down their spines, the voice of Bill Wilkins. Was Bill the source of the poltergeist activity, or was he a pawn in a larger game? The Enfield poltergeist case became a global phenomenon, fueled by media frenzy and conflicting accounts. The debate rages on even today, the evidence as perplexing and controversial as it was back in 1977. Our exploration of violent hauntings takes us to the rural backwoods of Adams, Tennessee, in the early 1800s. It is the story of the Bell Witch, a malevolent entity that terrorized a family. Our story centers on John Bell, the patriarch of a pioneer family. Strange noises in the night, unexplained rapping sounds, disembodied whispers, and the feeling of being watched. At first, the Bells dismissed these occurrences as the tricks of the wind or the imaginations of a tired family. But as the days turned into weeks, the phenomena intensified, taking on a more sinister tone. The entity, known as the Bell Witch, seemed to target John Bell with particular venom. He was subjected to physical assaults, unseen hands striking him. The Bell children were not spared from the torment. They reported being pinched, scratched, and having their hair pulled. The family's livestock exhibited strange behaviour, becoming agitated. News of the Bell Witch spread, attracting curiosity seekers and skeptics. Among the visitors was a young lawyer named Andrew Jackson, who reportedly left the Bell farm convinced that something genuinely supernatural was afoot. Despite the efforts of local preachers and self-proclaimed exorcists, the Bell Witch continued its reign of terror. John Bell's health continued to decline, his body ravaged by the unseen entity's relentless attacks. In December of 1820, John Bell died under mysterious circumstances. Legend has it that as his coffin was being lowered into the ground, the witch's voice rang out, mocking the mourners. Though John Bell was gone, the witch remained, continuing to torment the remaining family members. The Bell Witch haunting remains one of the most compelling and terrifying cases of poltergeist activity ever recorded. Our next stop takes us to the windswept fields of Essex, England. Here stood Borley Rectory, a sprawling Victorian mansion known as the most haunted house in England. Constructed in 1862, Borley Rectory was far from an architectural marvel. Local legend spoke of a tragic love affair between a monk and a nun. Their secret meetings took place on the grounds where the rectory would later stand. Footsteps echoed in empty hallways, disembodied voices whispered in the dead of night. Each successive resident added their own chapter to the growing legend of Borley Rectory. The haunting of Borley Rectory reached its zenith in the 1920s under Harry Price, a renowned paranormal investigator. Price secured permission to conduct a thorough investigation. He and his team spent weeks within the walls of Borley Rectory, documenting every unexplained sound and cold spot. They set up cameras to capture images of the apparitions and employed sensitive recording equipment. Objects moved with inexplicable force, and bells rang in the dead of night. Messages scrawled in chalk on the walls appeared as if by magic. Despite the mounting evidence, Price remained a skeptic. He explored every rational explanation, determined to debunk the legend of Borley Rectory. In 1939, a fire swept through Borley Rectory, reducing the structure to a smouldering ruin. The fire seemed to solidify Borley's place in the annals of the paranormal. Even in its destruction, the legend of Borley Rectory endured. The haunting at Borley Rectory remains a puzzle, a collection of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena. The violent and disruptive nature of poltergeists has baffled researchers and paranormal enthusiasts for centuries. These entities, often characterised by their chaotic and unpredictable behaviour, have been the subject of countless investigations and debates. Unlike traditional hauntings, where spirits are often seen as passive observers or messengers from beyond, poltergeists present a more aggressive, almost angry energy. They seem to thrive on creating fear and confusion, leaving those who encounter them feeling unsettled and disturbed. This begs the question, what fuels this fury? And what are these entities that seem to defy the laws of nature? Are they spirits of the dead? Or something entirely different? Theories abound, but definitive answers remain elusive. One prevailing theory suggests that poltergeists are not conscious entities in the traditional sense, but rather residual psychic energy imprinted onto a location or object. This energy, born from intense emotions, lingers long after the original event has passed. Imagine a traumatic event filled with raw emotion like anger, fear, or despair, leaving an invisible stain on the environment. This psychic residue can become a sort of echo, replaying the emotions and events that created it. This energy, like a recording on a loop, replays itself, manifesting as physical disturbances. Objects move, lights flicker, and strange noises fill the air, all seemingly without cause. This theory might explain why poltergeist activity often centers around a specific location or object, as if the very walls themselves are imbued with the echoes of past trauma. The environment becomes a living record of the emotional turmoil that once took place there. Another theory proposes that poltergeists are indeed conscious spirits, but not of the deceased. Instead, they might be manifestations of living individuals undergoing periods of extreme emotional stress or turmoil. These living poltergeists, as they are sometimes called, could be the result of the human mind's ability to project its inner turmoil into the physical world. This theory, often referred to as living poltergeists, suggests that the human psyche, under duress, can unleash powerful, unconscious forces capable of interacting with the physical world. These forces might move objects, create noises, or even manifest as apparitions. This could explain why poltergeist activity frequently centers around adolescents, particularly young women, who are often experiencing intense emotional and hormonal changes. The turmoil of adolescence, with its highs and lows, might be the perfect catalyst for such phenomena. Whether these theories hold the key to understanding poltergeists or not, the mystery remains a fascinating and unsettling aspect of the paranormal world. Despite these theories, the true nature of poltergeists remains frustratingly elusive. These mysterious entities have been reported for centuries, yet we still grapple with understanding their origins and intentions. Are they malevolent spirits or simply misunderstood phenomena? Skeptics argue that many cases can be attributed to hoaxes, pranks, or misinterpretations of natural phenomena. They often cite instances where supposed poltergeist activity was later revealed to be the work of mischievous individuals or even the result of environmental factors like drafts or settling buildings. They point to the lack of concrete, irrefutable evidence, suggesting that poltergeist activity is often based on subjective experiences, anecdotal accounts, and the power of suggestion. This skepticism is fueled by the fact that many reported incidents lack consistent, verifiable data, making it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. While skepticism plays a crucial role in any scientific investigation, dismissing every account as trickery or delusion ignores the genuine fear and trauma experienced by those who claim to have encountered these entities. For many, these experiences are profoundly real, leaving lasting psychological scars and a deep sense of unease. The study of poltergeists occupies a fascinating intersection of psychology, parapsychology, and folklore. Researchers delve into historical accounts, psychological profiles, and cultural narratives to piece together a comprehensive understanding of these phenomena. This multidisciplinary approach helps to shed light on the complex nature of poltergeist activity. Are these entities manifestations of our deepest fears and anxieties, projected onto the world around us? Some theories suggest that poltergeists could be the result of repressed emotions or psychological stress, externalized in a way that creates physical disturbances. Or do they represent a genuine mystery, a glimpse into a realm beyond our current understanding? Could poltergeists be entities from another dimension, or perhaps remnants of energy left behind by past events? These questions continue to intrigue and baffle researchers and enthusiasts alike. The answer, likely far more complex than we can imagine, lies hidden somewhere between belief and skepticism, awaiting further exploration and understanding. As we continue to investigate, we must remain open to all possibilities, balancing scientific rigor with an appreciation for the unknown. The enigma of poltergeist serves as a potent reminder of the vast unknown that exists beyond the boundaries of our perceived reality. It challenges us to question what we know and to explore the limits of human perception and understanding. While we may never fully comprehend the forces at play, our fascination with these violent hauntings speaks to a deep-seated human desire to unravel the mysteries of the universe, both seen and unseen. This curiosity drives us to seek answers, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, and to confront the unknown with courage and curiosity. The quest to understand poltergeists is a journey into the heart of human consciousness, the nature of reality, and the enduring possibility that we are not alone. It is a journey that invites us to explore the depths of our fears, the heights of our imagination, and the uncharted territories of the human mind. As we emerge from the dark and twisting corridors of these violent hauntings, we are left with a sense of unease, a feeling that something is not quite right. The air is thick with tension, and every creak and groan of the old house seems to whisper secrets of the past. This sense of unease lingers, wrapping around us like a cold, damp blanket. It's a chill that seeps into our bones, making us shiver even in the absence of a breeze. The stories of the Enfield Poltergeist, the Bell Witch, and Borley Rectory stand as stark reminders that there are forces in this world, or perhaps beyond it, that defy easy explanation. These tales are not just stories. They are accounts of real people who experience the unexplainable. These are not the romantic ghosts of Victorian literature, the mournful spectres seeking solace or closure. They are far more complex and terrifying. These entities are not content to simply exist. They make their presence known in the most dramatic and unsettling ways. Objects move on their own, doors slam shut, and the very air seems to crackle with their energy. The true nature of these entities remains a mystery, one that continues to elude even the most dedicated researchers. Are they a manifestation of our deepest fears, our anxieties given form in the darkness? Or do they represent breach in the fabric of reality, a glimpse into a realm where the laws of physics as we understand them cease to apply? Perhaps the true terror lies not in finding definitive answers, but in acknowledging the vastness of what we don't know. The next time you hear an unexplained noise in the night, a creak on the stairs, or a knock at the window, consider the stories we've explored. Remember the families whose lives were turned upside down, their homes transformed into battlegrounds for forces they couldn't comprehend. The world of the paranormal is not a distant, abstract concept confined to dusty books and campfire tales. It is a realm that brushes against our own, a reminder that there are mysteries that may never be solved, shadows that linger at the edge of our understanding. We may never fully understand the forces at play in these violent hauntings, but their stories continue to fascinate, terrify, and challenge our perceptions of the world around us. The quest for answers continues, a journey into the heart of human fear, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring possibility that we are not alone in the darkness.